My name is Devota Mdachi, and I'm the Managing Director of the Tanzania Tourist Board. I've been working with the board for more than 25 years. I started as a junior officer based in Arusha, and I rose to the level of the Managing Director. It's been a tough road, but all through the years, I've been able to learn a lot from other women, but also to become more confident in myself and to believe that I can make a change to the world, and especially to the girl child in Tanzania. I was first employed with the board as a junior tourism officer in Arusha, and later was transferred to Dar-es-salaam, where I again was working with the information center at Samora Avenue. Later in 2008, I decided to apply for a job. There's a position which fell vacant, the position of the managing director of the board. And I saw that I had the qualities and could hold that position. So I tried to apply for the job, did 2 very successful interviews, which I was among the top 3. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, when they were doing the selection, I wasn't selected to hold that position. But that didn't put me down, because I continued to believe myself, and I saw that I could hold even better positions in the future. And 2010, somebody called me, my former boss, and told me that there's a position in the Regional Tourism Office of in Southern Africa, which is under the SADC. My former boss called me and told me that there's a position vacant in the office of the Regional Tourism Office of Southern Africa, Retosa. And he said that they're looking for somebody who can speak 1 or 2 international languages, has some knowledge about tourism and marketing, and the passion to promote Africa in a whole. And I saw those qualities in me. And so I applied, and a week later they called me, did a telephone call, and they started shooting questions, and I answered them correctly. And the next thing they told me, when can you come? So then I went to South Africa, but before leaving, I did another interview. I was vying that time for the position of Director of Marketing. I see myself as being quite an ambitious lady. So I said, why not? Let me give it a try. 3 months down, when I'm in South Africa, as an intern in the Retosa office, I receive a call, and my boss tells me that I got the job. And it was a challenge, because I liked the job in South Africa, but knowing that I had greater prospects in Tanzania, and given that the position that I was going to get, and being the first woman to hold such a position, I decided to return back home and took up the position as Director of Marketing. In 2014, my former boss was, in 2014, I was given the position of Acting Managing Director, and held the position until 2016, where I was confirmed as full-time the Managing Director of the Tanzania Tourist Board. The journey in both positions has been quite rough. A lot of challenges, a lot of days when you wake up and you feel as if you're being pulled down, but there's that strength, that inner strength in me that keeps pushing me to wake up every day to make things happen in this office. In the years that I have held this position, there's a lot of changes that I've brought to the tourism sector in Tanzania. The number of tourist arrivals has increased. Right now, we're having more than 1.5 tourists. When I started this position, we had less than that. I have also made sure that the number of women in the management team of Tanzania Tourist Board has increased. Right now, we're talking of there's almost in the board, we almost have 50-50 positions between male and female, and in the board, in the management team, almost out of 12, more than 7 are women. My drive comes through the background from my family. I come from a very a loving family, which is also a very good support to me. I have a daughter who's a doctor and a son who's an engineer. But I always go back home as a mother, proud that they have those positions, but also proud that I'm doing my nation proud in making sure that tourism continues to be one of the top sectors in the economy. My journey and the achievements that I've received is because of my upbringing, but also because I am committed to my work. I'm a hardworking woman. I love my job. I love traveling. I love meeting other people, and I love telling the world about Tanzania and why it's one of the most unforgettable destinations on the world. As a woman, and especially as my position as managing director, I know that I'm an inspiration to young Tanzanian girls. If anybody tells you that it is impossible, remove the I am and tell them that it is possible. With God's time, and if you have the strength, and also if you have the qualities, and if you know that you can get a job done, there is no job that you cannot get done, or that you cannot, no position that you cannot hold. I'm a living testimony. I started as a junior officer, and now I'm leading one of the largest organizations in Tanzania. The job I hold comes with a lot of challenges. Holding the position of managing director of the Tanzania Tourist Board, you are the driving force to see that tourist arrivals increase. The government has given us a target of reaching the figure of 5 million tourists by 2025. It's quite a challenge knowing that there are other destinations also vying for tourists from all the world to come to visit them. There are challenges as a woman that I face when you're not being accepted by society. Many people, when they come here, they think that they're going to meet a man, but when they come in and they open the door and they see it's a woman. So there's that challenge of people not accepting you because of your gender. Another challenge is that being a mother, balancing work and family is quite a challenge, especially when there are long working hours that you have to stay out of the home or out late trying to make things happen. But in spite of that all, I always try to put a balance, take care of my family, but also make sure that things at the office go on well.
CV People Africa Initiative.